Yeah, all right. Now that really sucked. Taking 20 freaking minutes to find one goddamn rule, the most important thing in the freaking game. So let's obscure it and hide it as much as we can in the smallest, tiniest paragraph. That's not even part of the whole setup of the game, which talks about character creation. Yeah. That's the one thing about the old TSR games. If I could go back in time and find from Gary, who's personally in charge of editing all these things, I would slap them for an hour. But otherwise, I love this game. So, all right. So, all that trouble and loss of viewership now. We have Sir Vingel, Homeland in North Wales, Home Lord Crandalmint, Chivalry points 50, Virtue points 5, Virtue level 10, Normal wound level 5, current wounds 5. He has a lance, a sword, a shield, and a horse. All right, so the only other thing I'm going to have to look up, and I'll do that during gameplay, ha ha ha, to double check it was the combat. But otherwise I think we are ready. We're ready to go. Player turns. I'll make sure I get the turn order right. Alright, so to begin, play. A player must decide whether to move or remain stationary. If the player wishes to move, he or she should move his or her knight in any other counters in the party up to a maximum number of encounter areas permitted by his or her movement rate. Mine is 3 because I'm only one person on a horseback. For every area entered, the player should check for an encounter. In the basic game, players only need to check when in a countryside, which is what we're doing. All movement for the turn ends once an encounter occurs or when the player has moved his or her maximum allowance. All right, so the idea is I want to gain enough prestige. I want to gain enough chivalry and virtue in order to gain Arthur's attention and be recognized as a knight of Camelot. So I have to go do things to make a name for myself. So one movement, North Wales, will go into Wales. So now the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to roll an encounter. We have the encounter chart right up here. And it shows 2 6-sided dice. Whoa, 12. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, a king. A king. Normal encounter charts, 12, a king. All right, so now we go to the king reaction. We go to the king's, that's not on this. This has most of them, but not all of them. The rest of them are in the book. So we go to encounters, and we will read what the encounter is. This is another reason why I think the encounter things would have been better off as cards, actually. So you just find and choose and draw the card that you want to use. Okay, dwarf, goodly, hermit, kings. As a king is a ruler of one of the kingdoms depicted on the map, an encountered king is randomly determined by drawing a card from the king's deck. The card will list the name of the king and his realm, as well as the king's virtual level and chivalry points. So we're going to go here now. I'm going to do a little like shuffling. Again, I did one off camera when I had everything set up. We're going to do this now. There we go. And then just give it a cut. So we encounter... Oh! My king! Crandalmint! Must have come down from the north. Okay, so Crandalmint has come down from North Wales into Wales. The king is usually accompanied by 0 to 5 knights. Roll 1 die to determine the number of knights in the king's party. A 6 indicates that he is traveling alone. 4. So he has 4 knights with him. Oh, he's got 4 knights with him. 1, 2, 3, and let's say 4. The king is coming. The king is here. Your Majesty. Draw 1 card to represent each of the knights. Oh, okay. So these 4 knights. There's a lot of cards in here. I still feel like there's not enough. So Dinadan. Sir Ophius. Sir Vane. And Sir, I almost said Dynamite. Dynati. Was the 4 knights with my king. Draw 1 card to represent each of the knights. The king's reaction represents the entire party's reaction. If the player character does not avoid an encountered king, the king's reaction must be randomly determined. To do so, roll 2 dice and consult the king's reaction chart below. The king's reaction chart, is that here too, or is it just in the book? Lucky rolls, appeals, methods, knight's reaction. All right, so that's in the book. King's reaction. Oh, here we go. King's reaction, so you guys can see too, right up here. So I'm going to roll two 6-sided dice. Oh, I got a 5. King's reaction is demands a joust. Oh, wow. So no sooner than I leave North Wales. Is the castle here? No, name of the castle. Castle Perilous. So I left the Castle Perilous, came down heading towards Castle Carlion, where I run into my own king from the North Wales with 4 knights, and he demands a joust. My God, he demands a joust. Oh, I did not have to do a joust last time. In fact, the first encounter last time I met 3 knights, and they tricked me out of my lance. Okay, so joust. So J-K. Oh, joust is not in the index. Joust. Where the heck am I going to find joust? That's okay. So the king's reaction. Number 5, joust. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Right? The king demands a joust with the player knight. If the player knight declines to joust the king, the player knight's party will abandon the player. Normal chivalry points and virtual points are awarded for winning the joust. If the player character is victorious, the king will be friendly. If the player character is defeated, he will suffer a knight's fate. In Castle, a champion, 1 non-player knight, determined at random, is brought forth to fight the player character alone in a mounted joust. If the player character is victorious in combat, the king becomes friendly. Oh. But isn't he already friendly because he's my king? Oh, maybe he's just not really friendly with me. Maybe he could just take me or leave me. I'm his wife's brother's cousin's kid's friend. He just did me a favor. It's not like he really thinks I earned the spot or anything. Okay, so joust. Is joust different? Or is it just normal combat rules? Joust. Joust. I mean, I figure there should be like a whole section just for jousting. Right? This is a game about knights. Knights, dwarves, brigands, jousting a player knight. On page 17. No, I overshot it actually. 15, 16, 17. Jousting a player knight. It's not a player knight. But let me read this anyway, get an idea. A player may demand a joust of any character. First encounter them. Characters who are traveling together may not fight each other unless one goes mad. Like Fergus. Player knights may separate for a turn, and then when they rejoin, they may fight each other if desired. The following details pertain to combat should it be remembered. The following details pertaining to combat should be remembered. The player may not slay another player knight. Any player knight challenge must fight chivalrously at all times. Wounds are not healed until the end of the turn, and players traveling together may not fight each other. Okay, anything about jousting a king? A king, you say? A king! No, not really. There's a whole section on Knight's Fate, though. You could get totally screwed by that. Totally screwed. All right, so we are the king. The king. Now, looking at that card, the 6 up top, that's the virtual level. 150 is his chivalry points. So now we are both on horse with a land, so we both use 3 dice. We both use 3 dice. May 1st, I got 6, 7, 8. Those are 13. Yes, 13. Now for the king. 6, 7, 8, 9. Our plus, no, we don't have a plus. Sorry about that. 13 versus 9. Combat always takes place on a 1-to-1 basis. When a player knight enters combat, the player to the left of the player knight assumes the role of the opponent. Both players roll. The number of attack dice is determined by weapon or creature type. The player with the higher total subtracts the lower total from the score. The difference equals the number of wounds inflicted. So that's 4 wounds I have inflicted to my king. It does not even sound right saying that. Okay, so 4 wounds. He has 15. 15, right? Because, yes, it's based on the chivalry points. So he's -4. Let me make a little note of that. Next attack, me first, and then the king. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My 9 versus his 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to take 1 point of damage. Whew. Next. Okay, 5, 4 is 9, 13. And the king's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's another 4 that the king has lost. 8. All right. Player characters result in non-player character. The remaining combatants are all knightly foes. Each should roll 2 dice and add their total to the remaining wounds of the party. Okay, this isn't party versus party. Player chooses. All right, so I guess we're still going. Me first, then the king. 9, 14, and now the king. Did I miss a roll there? Whoa! The king got a perfect hit on me. I got a 14. He got an 18, so that's another 4. So I am finished. I lost. 0 left. Ooh, and it did say, I believe it said that if I lose, then there's going to be, you have to roll for, if the player card is defeated, he will suffer a knight's fate. Oh man, so those are not good. Knight fate, they listed here. Knight's reaction. None of the good shorts I need are on that handy dandy one. Knight's fate. Knight's fate. Again, like I said, nothing, of course, is anywhere in a great order in this book. Knight's fate. Okay, I'm going to have to roll Knight's fate. When a knight is defeated by another knight or a king, the defeated knight is subject to a knight's fate. A defeated player's knight's fate is determined using the virtual level of the knight who defeated the player. The defeated player character must roll 1 die and add the result to the virtual level of the victor. All right, so chivalry 110. Chivalry. So that's 15. Oh man, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. I have to add 15. It says 150, so I got to divide that by 10 to get the virtue level. Let's roll 1 die and add the result of the virtual level of the victor. Holy shizer. 15. I am screwed. Oh, no. Oh, 21. It only goes up to 17. And you know what 17 says? You want to know what 17 says? This is, see, Knight's Fate, number 17 or more. Slay. The victor slays the loser. Oh. Oh. Fudge. Fudge. Wow. That was it for Sir Vingal. Oh, Sir Galanor had a better life, but Sir Vingal not so much. Oh shoot. Well, this is only 15 minutes in, so you know what? Let's just make a new night and see where we can take this guy. Okay, we'll shuffle this back in here. Shuffle this back in. Shuffle this together, even though I didn't even use this yet. And then we'll take these four. They're laughing at me. It's some bumbling knight. I'm like the Dumb and Dumberer of knights. Yeah, that sucked. Well, you know, hey, the life of a knight was tough. It wasn't easy. I'd say nothing was guaranteed, but nothing's guaranteed today either. But you know what? Back then, even less than nothing was guaranteed. All right, and then we'll cut the deck. And we'll see my home region. We'll roll for random deployment. 5 does not need this die. 5 is Northumberland. Hey, was that where I was from before? The first game? Northumberland. No, maybe not. Clairvius is the king. Clairvius. Oh, so Northumberland. Oh no, I think I was from Lagras. Yeah, I was from Lagras last time. It's one of my first. No, I was from Gore. Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, so there I am up in Northumberland. 50 chivalry points, 5 virtue points, 10 virtue level, 5 normal wound level. Current wound level is 5. Maybe this time a king won't kick my butt. Okay, so let's check encounter. Is 5. Normal encounter chart. 3 knights. I'm encountering 3 knights. Okay, let's see. I think I got some knights here. Here's a knight. Here's a knight. And here's a knight. Okay, now the encounters for knights. Knight's Fate. Sharing an adventure, clear reactions, dwarf reactions, animal reactions, hermit reactions, brigands, king reactions, ladies, knights. Knights reaction. So now we have the knights reaction table on page 20, right over here. So we're going to roll 2 12-sided dice, and we're going to look at this chart. Oh, 10. Ask for aid. Oh, they're asking me for aid. All right, let's see now. Knight explanation. Ask for aid. Ask for aid. 10. Oh, there it is. Sorry. So up here, the knights ask the player character for aid. The type of aid must be randomly determined. See aid. If the aid is given, the encountered knights will be friendly. All right, so now we have to look up aid and see what kind of aid it needs. That's page 22. That's right here on the next page. Aid. 9. Give horse. Oh, come on. You know, in the first game I met these 3 jerks, and they talked me out of my lance. Now they're taking my freaking horse. Ah, they need my horse. You know, all 3 of you aren't going to fit on her. All I'm going to have to do that. Okay, so my horse, I temporarily do not have a horse. These, every time I meet 3 knights, every time they take something from me. All right, so now I will, well, at least they're friendly with me. Same thing about drawing the cards to see who they are. The knight is represented by one of the 75 knight cards. Oh, yeah, so I do have to see who these 3 guys are, so I know they are friendly with me. It is Sir Bellius, Sir Trian, and Sir Pertaloop. So they're all friendly with me. So I'm going to make a little note here. Friendly knights. I'll put that down at the bottom. So that's Bellios, Trian, and Pertaloop. A little note right down there in the bottom of the character sheet. So they're all now friendly with me, so then they leave. I'm going to shuffle them back in the deck in case they pop back up. I know that they are friendly with me, and that may change the encounter later on in the future. I just got to figure out how to get another freaking horse. It's like as soon as I walked out of the castle, it's like they were waiting for me. They were standing right there. You know, why do I picture like 3 Bud Abbotts all standing there, their slick little mustaches, just waiting for me? They conned me right out of my horse. Okay, so now I'm going to move, but since I don't have a horse, I'm on foot, I can only move 1 area. I'm going to move into... I'm going to move into this area here. It said areas are areas that are divided by forests and rivers and stuff. So I imagine moving from here to here then would make 1 area. So if that's the case, I think I'd rather move into here. This is a much larger area in Listenois. So now I get to roll the encounter again. This time I got an 11. So looking over here, normal encounter 11, I meet a dwarf. Ooh, wait a second. Meet a dwarf. Meet a dwarf right over here. Dwarf reactions. Didn't I just see dwarf reactions here? Yes, I did. Oh, okay. Roll 2d6. 4. Seems like I've been rolling a lot of doubles. So now we come over here to the dwarf chart. And we see 4 is calls brigands. Oh no, I think he set me up. It's like little dwarf lying there. He's like, help me, I've been hurt. Help me. So I get off my horse. So I walk over to him since I don't have a horse anymore. And then all of a sudden, ba-ba-ba. Okay, dwarf reactions. Dwarf reactions. Calls brigands number 4. 6 brigands? 6 brigands? This is going to be another short game. No, I have... Okay, 6 brigands. Okay, so... 1... 2... 3... 4... 5... Oh, I'm not on a horse anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not on a horse. 5 and... Oh, I want this for me. I like him because it's a cape. And 6. There we go. 6. 6 freaking brigands. 6 freaking brigands. Ay, hachi machi. I gotta fight each of these? Oh, man. Okay, so I am no longer... I combat one right here, too, don't they? Yeah. I am on foot with swords. That's going to give me 2 dice. And that's the same with each of them. So we start with the first brigand. Oh, do I... Brigands. Page 18. Page 18. Brigands are highwaymen and scoundrels to terrorize travelers and common folks. Only a knight's long lance and sharp sword can stand against these villains and make the countryside safe. If a player character does not avoid encountered brigands, 1 to 6 will automatically attack the player character. So I can try to avoid it. A brigand has 2 attack dice. If a brigand are victorious in combat, they will rob the player, knight, and his group of all equipment. All right. So, in order to find their wound level, oh wow, nothing on wound level. So am I just gonna have to draw 6 cards? Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw 6 cards for these brigands. Sagamore, you know what? I'm gonna have to try to avoid this. Alessander, Tori, Elias, Damas, and Calgrivance. Oh, shoot. Yeah, avoid. Where is avoid? Did I even try to avoid my first game? I know I didn't get a chance to the last game. Let's see. Combat. This is a combat, chivalry, party combat, special combat situations, defeat, knight's fate, combat awards. Let's see. Maybe sequence of play, right? Sequence of play. Attack avoid option. If an encounter occurs, the player knight may choose to either attack or avoid the encounter. Instead of rolling for the encounter's reaction, player characters who choose to attack must fight knightly foes chivalrously. If the player character fails to avoid the encounter, when he tries, he may not. The player character fails to avoid the encounter when he tries, he may not then choose to attack. And how do I avoid? I would like to avoid 6 brigands very, very much, being led by this mad dwarf. So, got that. Luck roll. Do I have to make a luck roll to avoid? Often during the game, the players are required to make a luck roll, attempting to avoid various encounters. Yep. I wanted to make a luck roll, so I did do that the first game. Not the last one, the first game. To make a luck roll, first roll the odd die to determine the luck of the day. The luck of the day is roll made is only once per turn and should be noted. Any situations requiring a luck roll during that turn must be made against this number. Okay, so 4. 4 was my luck of the day. Then a second roll is rolled to test that luck. If the number rolled is equal to or greater. So you literally have a 50-50 chance. So if it's equal to or greater, 4, 5, or 6, it is not. It is so not. It is so incredibly not what I wanted. Then the player successfully, okay, so I did not. So that means they attack me first for this turn, because I'm just trying to run. All right, so Sir Sagramore makes his attack. 5 damage. Since I could not attack, I could not roll, I have 5. So that's 0. Oh, brigands. If brigands are victorious in combat, they will rob the player knight and his group of all equipment. So I now have nothing. I have no horse, no shield, no sword, no lance, and I am stuck here away from my home castle. These brigands suck. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. I have nothing. I have nothing. What can I do? And for combat here, methods of combat, unarmed, I only roll 1 die. The opponent has no shield plus 2 points to the attacking dice. Well, I think I missed that the last few times. Yeah, that was a medieval mugging all right there, Hotmonger. Oof, that was ugly. Tried to run away, but there were 6 of them and a dwarf. Any direction I went in, there was one of them, or half of one. As I'm going to put these back in, shuffle these back in. So those knights are not dead, so they can come back at any time, surprisingly so. Oh, no armor. No sword, no shield, no lance, no horse. I look like a peasant. You know what? This doesn't even deserve to be me anymore. What does? Look at something here then? Not really. Okay, you know what? This is going to be me because I'm practically invisible. I'm practically invisible. I got nothing. Nothing! Oh, damn it. Okay, well, you know what? Let me see. Wait a second. I'm only one area away from my home castle. So what happens if I go there? So page 8, right, for castles. When a player character visits a non-friendly castle, okay. When knights are traveling in a party, players will be able to make a request. A player knight in a friendly castle may wish to make a request of the castle owner. An audience with the owner is assumed to be granted, but the player must roll the reaction of the castle owner. Friendly castle will automatically say, whoa. A friendly castles will automatically resupply a player knight with equipment, including any equipment his dwarf might be carrying. If a player character has received friendly reaction from the castle, that castle will remain friendly until the owner is slain or the player character is outlawed. Whenever a player character... Okay, so you know what? I'm going one space back to Northumberland to the castle. Well, actually, the castle's right there. So I come out of here. Oh, wow. Shoot. If I was coming out of the castle at the start of the game, the castle is technically there. So that means I had to come out here, or here. I was trying to move this way, so it would have been the forest, which is the divider. So, no, so that's right. So here, back at the castle now, and I will get my equipment back because it's a friendly castle. And you know what? Maybe I'll make a request, right? I haven't done that. Any of the games I've played so far, I have not done that yet. So maybe I will make a request of the castle. Castle reaction charts. Friendly castles automatically resupply a character. Make a request of player character in friendly castle should make a castle owner reaction of the king, lady, or knight. Okay, so the king reaction is friendly to me. Visiting kings in a castle. Player character visits a royal castle and must determine the castle reaction before. Okay, we already know that they're friendly. All right. Let's see the king's reaction. 3, 2 is 5. Demands a joust again. No. Is this game going to end the same freaking way the last game ended? Well, we're in a castle, so it's going to be his champion. So his champion is Sir Sadek. Great. 14 wound points. Oh, I've got to do this. The king demands a joust with the player character. The player character declines to joust the king. The player character's party will be... Okay, in castle, a champion is brought forth to fight the player character alone in a mounted joust. The player character is victorious in the combat. The king becomes friendly. Well, the king's already friendly. I guess he just wants fun. He's just looking for fun. Okay, he laughs at me, says he would love to see a joust before we speak. That's what he wants to do. Great. Can't avoid this. And I have 0 current wound level. So this is really going to suck. I didn't say anything about the castle saying you automatically heal when you go to a castle. Visiting king's castles. No. Castles. Castle reactions. Storming a castle. Oh, we can storm castles in this game. So many things. Even though my third game in, there's so much that I haven't done. Haven't gotten a castle, hasn't stormed a castle, haven't gotten a lady. Oh, man. Doesn't look like I'm going to get anything this time. Let me just see one thing. Let me see about healing. Health. Wound level, wound level, wound level. 3, 5, and 7. 3, 5, and 7. All right. Wound level. It just says what it is on 7, 5. Is the same thing. It's literally reading the same exact thing that's written on page 7. All right, so let's just say let's this really isn't gonna matter. So let's say I healed 1 during that time for the traveling. Let's just have fun with this. So now I got to take him on, and we each have 3 dice because we're each on a horse with a lance. So again, always starting with me first, as I've been doing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so Sadik 2. I got a 4. So Sadik takes 5 points. 5 points of his 14. He's down to 9. Now let's see me first. Oh, that was not good. I'm dead. I'm dead. Got a 4. Wow. Wow. 12. Difference of 8. So now we unfortunately have to go back to the other chart for the Knight's Fate. I'm going to roll 2 of these dice. He's got a 4. Oh, one of these dice. 14 plus, 6, 20. Which is, again, they slay me. Oh, wow. 2 games in right now, just hitting 40-minute mark, and that's not even how long the last game took me. Oh, shit. Should I try one more time? One more? You know what? Not today. No, I'm going to play some more of this. I'm going to keep Sir Moore. That's going to be the next guy's name. Sir Moore. I'm going to keep this handy. He's going to be the next knight. And we'll try this again, but not today. Too bad. And it's the same death twice. First game I lost my horse. Second game I lost everything. They re-equipped me back at the castle, but then they sent me on a joust because the king wanted some entertainment, and I did so bad. He told the other knight, just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. He's my wife's brother's friend's kid's cousin who knew someone from school. I don't really care about him. Just kill him. All right, everyone. So that was 2 completely awesome games of Knights of Camelot. And I am revving to go again. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for joining me for this playthrough. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And my friends, I am out of here.